फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू द ब्रॉडकास्ट। तो यहाँ पे एक बड़ी लेटर लिखी गई है। सो उसमें कुछ फैक्ट्स हैं जो इम्पोर्टेंट वी फाइंड इम्पोर्टेंट, उसी को यहाँ पे डिस्कस करेंगे। सो मई 7 की है ग्रुप मेडिकल इंश्योरेंस स्कीम फॉर द बैंक रिटायरीज फॉर द ईयर नवंबर 24 टू अक्टूबर 25 लिखी गई है एआईबी पाक की तरफ से मिस्टर संजीव के बांदली जी, कन्वीनर यूनाइटेड फार्मर बैंक यूनियन चंडीगढ़। So with reference to above issue, we like to share our feedback, views and suggestions for your kind consideration. We are also endorsing the copy of letter to all the constituents of United Forum. You are well aware of the fact that the retirees of industry are very difficultly placed in respect of health insurance covers, mainly because of the unaffordable premiums and various restrictive ceilings. The base cover of rupees 2 lakh irrespective of cadre, which was decided last year by way of an undertaking in order to reduce the entry level premium, has already been proven. तो वो यहाँ पे अनफेवरेबल प्रूव हुई है दोस्तों। एंड वी आर श्योर दैट यू हैव रिसीव्ड सिमिलर फीडबैक फ्रॉम द ग्राउंड लेवल which will testify on above contentions. So as IBA will soon hold discussions on the matter with you, so we consider it necessary to share in brief the experiences and the feedback received by us for your ready references. So in the existing base cover of rupees 2 lakh, there have been abysmally low ceilings capping of reimbursement in respect of specified ailments. So wearing one or two diseases like cataract removal surgery and open heart surgery, the person who had been hospitalized for any other ailment had to pay from his or her resources a very high amount, so which in some cases is near to 80 to 90% of the total cost. So in other words, the amount of eligible reimbursement was so low that the whole scheme turns out to be insignificant help to them. So you will be kindly observe the fact that an allurement in terms of top up was offered at unusually high premium. So some of the retirees had no other option than to go to base cover of 2 lakh and top up of 1 lakh in order to escape the stringent ceilings cappings of reimbursement at a pricing of rupees 53,000 approx. So others who did not have the affordability had to be contented with the base cover of rupees 2 lakh only, and in the event of the hospitalization they were exposed to huge financial burden. The present scenario in the industry in respect of health insurance cover for bank retirees is as under. So क्या है वो? Some people had to remain content with the base policy of 2 lakh only with all the disastrous consequences. So some people had abandoned the scheme altogether. So ये तो दोस्तों है ही है यहाँ पे. And some had ported their policy with NICL at reduced premium. Some had gone to SBI General Insurance. So SBI General Insurance मुझे कहीं ना कहीं ठीक लगती है, just my personal राय है ये, for additional top up cover. So except for State Bank of India and one bank in private sector where bank management is magnanimous to extend the hands of helpful cooperation to the retirees by way of largest subsidization. Other banks have not subsidized at all और लेवल ऑफ सब्सिडाइजेशन बहुत ही कम है अदर्स बैंक में. आई थिंक बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा ने भी कुछ ना कुछ रीइंबर्समेंट करी है रिलेटेड टू द मेडिकल एंड so you will inescapably realize from the records of IBA that number of persons under the coverage of GMISR has been steadily declining every year, and the scheme has failed to bring a succor to a large majority of retirees. So it is a cause of serious worry as the GMISR was introduced in the industry at the directions of DFS, Ministry of Finance, government, and as it had been a product of long struggle of all concerned, so we should be serious about its continuous and all inclusive from in time to come. So in the present situation, we make an earnest request. So यहाँ पे request हो रही है. That's a quite simple letter that is being written covering some of the facts. So आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं. The real relief may come in restoring the following actions. There should be a united and composite health insurance policy for serving and retiree of the banking industry. The practice was followed in 2015 and discontinued by only conveying it was not possible. So we have come to know that no such embargo is there and IBA may go for the same. The limit of base policy should be increased to minimum 4 lakh and the respective bank management will have to bear the premium of at least for the base policy. IBA together with the United Farmer Bank Union and all apex level retiree organizations will have to raise a full-throated voice before Ministry of Finance Government of India to abolish the GST on the premiums of medical insurance cover for senior citizens of the country. So the retirees being the principal stakeholder must be given the opportunity of being heard. So we have submitted a 20 points recommendations to IBA for favor of considerations and we are sending the copy of our suggestions as recommended by committee of senior officer bearers of AIB Park to you and each constituents of United Farmer Bank Union with request to consider the same with an open mind. So our feedback that the present scheme is most unsuitable for the retirees should not be taken by United Farm as criticism of their actions but should solely be construed as an urge and attempt to bring a much deserved and desired relief to the bank retirees. So you can see the full matter. So although इसमें एक यूनियन की तरफ से one simple letter has been written to Mr. संजीव के बांदले जी. सो देखते हैं इसमें क्या डेवलपमेंट दोस्तों होएगी बिकॉज ये बड़ी ही मेडिकल इंश्योरेंस बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट मैटर है बट इट्स नॉट बीइंग कवर्ड इन विद सिंसियरिटी. ये उतना कवर अप नहीं हो रहा एंड इट इज़ अफेक्टिंग अ लॉट. सो लेट्स सी व्हाट विल हैपन इन द नियर फ्यूचर एंड वी आर श्योर दैट अभी 2 लाख बेस पॉलिसी तो है ही है. अगर ये 2 से 4 हो जाए सो दैट विल बी क्वाइट बेनिफिशियल बिकॉज 4 to 5 lakh of the treatment cost is very common these days. So that's all for this session. So bye bye, take care all, and if you really find it important you can share and kindly support us.